We are now talking about two things, emissions, and it's breath and sweat.
Breath and sweat.
Okay, so we're...
Natural human consequence.
It's all natural.
Yeah.
We all do all, and you should be. What causes how your breath smells?
It's bacteria. So
it's
whether
bacteria?
it's breath or sweat, it's bacteria that causes the actual odor.
Okay.
Typically emitting sulfurous types of odor. So for example, on the skin, Staphylococcus epidermis is one example of hundreds of bacteria that make up our skin microbiome. So just like we need good bacteria in our gut,
yes,
we need good bacteria on our skin and in our mouth and oral cavity.
Okay.
So in order to sort of conquer some of those sort of excess bad breath scenarios, there's a bunch of remedies here, all natural. So number one, all the people don't realize a lot of bacteria, they love warm, moist, humid environments. This is why they hang out in our mouth.
Right.
They also hang out in our sinus cavities.
Ooh.
So you've heard of the neti pot before.
Yep.
This is just warm water and salt, and then you irrigate every morning, just the same you would brush your teeth. Periodontitis, which actually correlates to heart diseases from not brushing our teeth and flossing.
Yes.
Now, all kinds of gizmos out there to make it really easy too, right? So
yes,
remember to floss, get all that bacteria
crucial,
disturbed and get out. Even gargling with salt water, an excellent remedy, just flush the bad bacteria out.
Okay.
There's also good bacteria that you can introduce. These are called oral biotics. So they're probiotics that you chew, and they repopulate the oral cavity so as to prevent even ear, nose, and throat infections, which is caused by bad bacteria. Now, a really small percentage of the population have tonsillits. Ask your ear, nose, and throat specialist about that. These are like tonsil rocks. So in your tonsils, a mixture of bacteria and food sit in there, and they're stagnant, and they give the bad breath. You brushed your teeth, you're nasally irrigating, you're rinsing with salt water, and you still have bad breath, and it's it's tonsillitis.
So you got to go to your doctor and figure out what's going on.
And your dentist even more so.
And your dentist.
Yeah.
Okay, now let's talk about sweat, which I think is a great thing.
So I love sweat.
Sweating is good for you.
I love sweating. It's an amazing detoxification your body needs to do. Now, some of us are really nervous and we sweat under different situations depending on the stress that we're going through.
Right.
But some of us are certainly more odorous than others.
Right.
And that's somewhat genetic, right? Somewhat genetic, and also the bacteria that's introduced into your body at a very early age.
Okay.
Easy at-home solution. So on this double boiler, I basically just put coconut oil, a tablespoon of beeswax, dump these two in here. This is basically cornstarch, and this one here is baking soda.
Okay.
We mix that up, and the recipes will be online at cityline.ca. You mix this up, and basically
that actually smells really good.
Doesn't it? And you put your essential oil of choice, and that's going to end up as a consistency that you pour. Grab that for me. You pour that basically into an empty, pre-used container. So that'll solidify, and it's an amazing natural remedy.
So does this stop sweat, or does it just make you
stop sweat, get rid of the odor, and smell good?
Okay,
absolutely.
Good.
All
That's
natural.
important. You should try that, and a lot of people are moving to natural deodorants now because of those reasons.
But do it yourself at home.
Do it yourself at home.